Hi everyone, I'm Sania Khan, an MBA student at the University of Wollongong, Dubai. And I'm really excited to share this project on responsible leadership where we'll explore the UN SDGs goals together. And I'll be focusing on the one that connects closely with how I have practiced responsible leadership in my own journey so far. Starting with a quick glance at all the UN SDGs, and I'm sure all of you are aware of this. The one that I have chosen is UN SDG 12, which is responsible consumption and production for this assignment. Before we start, a little context about me. I've worked in digital marketing, dealing with programmatic ads, data driven strategies, ad campaigns, and interestingly, most of my advertisers were related to lung diseases, which were caused by air pollution. And alongside that, I co founded Home Amorada, which is a luxury home decor brand focusing on bed linens. And this is where I actually learned responsible leadership, what it is outside of a textbook. When we first decided to start Home Amorada, we asked ourselves an obvious question: how do we build a successful business? But then we asked ourselves an even better question: how do we build a business that actually means something? And honestly, the second question changed everything about how we built it. Today, I want to talk about something that may not seem obvious at first, like how a home decor brand sits, just linens and cushions, right? Sits at the heart of the biggest problems that we're facing, and how this challenge is actually an opportunity for leaders to do something different. Here's what most people don't think about when they buy a bedspread or home decor. Where does the cotton come from? Who stitched it? What did the manufacturing process actually cost? And I mean cost to the environment. The textile industry is one of the world's biggest populator, using 79 trillion gallons of water annually and creating about 10% of global carbon emission. And it's connected to labor practices, well, that we all know aren't that great always. But here's the thing: people deserve beautiful things in their home, they deserve quality. So the question isn't about do we produce it? It's about how do we produce it responsibly? When we first started thinking about launching Homo Murada in April 2023, we had a choice. We could follow the fast paced playbook, quick scaling, cheap materials, chase volumes, or we could build intentionally. And we chose the latter. That is SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. It's not about consuming less. It's about consuming and producing with intention, with ethics, and with real understanding of what goes into what we make. In our MBA program, we talked about responsible leadership, and I realized it shows up to five key practices. First is system thinking. When we launched Home Murada, we could just think, okay, this is a home decor brand, let's sell it. But we had to ask, what is the whole system? Where does the cotton come from? Who manufactures it? How does it get shipped? And then what happens to it at the end of its life? Second was self awareness. We are entrepreneurs here. Growth is our instinct. More sales, faster scaling, bigger footprint. That's how it is. But that's not bad. It's just who we are. And self awareness means asking, am I scaling responsibly or just ambitiously? Do I actually understand the impact? Third is stakeholder relations. Our stakeholders aren't just customers and investors, they are manufacturers, cotton farmers, the retail partners, the communities where we operate. And responsible leadership means building with them and not just for them. Fourth is ethics and values. Home Amarada makes high quality linens, high thread counts, and the kind that actually feels good. And we could just make cheaper versions and maybe sell more. But then it wouldn't be ours. So we choose quality standards, working nicely with suppliers, even if it's more complicated. These choices cut margin for sure, but it means that we could build something we're actually proud of. And the fifth is change and innovation. The real impact doesn't come from small tweaks. It comes from asking, how can we reimagine this? And for us, this means designing with circularity, take back programs for old bed linens, biodegradable packaging, and using technology for supply chain transparency. We're actually experimenting with these because transformation is necessary. And SDG 12 isn't achieved by one company being perfect. It's achieved when leaders across industries actually practice these five things, think systematically, stay self aware, engage all stakeholders, and act with ethics and drive real innovation. That's how we build something that matters. So, what does this actually look like for Homo Morada? We started in April 2023, just an idea. We mapped our supply chain. Where does the cotton come from? Who manufactures it? What are the products? We built real relationship with the suppliers. We scale strategically with people who care about the same thing. And we make our consumers know how their products are being made by being transparent about the process. I'll show you a quick video for you to get an idea about how we operate. Right now, we're asking what if customers can return worn linens and we can repair or repurpose it? What if we use fully biodegradable packaging? And what if we could literally trace our steps back from the linen to the farmers? Some ideas won't work, but that's innovation. It isn't about being perfect, it's about asking better questions and actually doing something about the answers. And here's what I've learned building Homo Morada. Business don't need to choose between profit and purpose. They can coexist. You can actually build something successful and meaningful and can grow and stay true to your values at the same time. It's harder, definitely, but it's possible. I'm still learning with Homo Morada, and I'm committed to asking these questions and building something that I'm proud of. And we'd like to invite you to do the same, whatever you are, whatever you are building, wherever you are. That's how responsible leadership looks like. That's how we build a world where consumption and production can actually serve people and the planet. Thank you.